It's week 4 of the NFL, and we're going to see Travis Etienne. He was steady for him on the ground a week ago, reaching the century mark and adding a score. It's the Jags and the Jets on Sunday Night Primetime.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Fall is in the air and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in week 4. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They're led out by a former number 2 overall pick in the draft from BYU, it's Zach Wilson.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Josh Allen able to record his 5th sack of the season. Gotta hope that's not a sign of things to come as they face an early second and long. Here's Wilson to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
Steps away to his left. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. 5 yards, and that means they come up short as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led by the number 1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
The word is potential, potential, potential. Think about this guy from the time he was in high school, one of the top prospects going to college, coming out of college, mentioned as a generational type quarterback. He looks the part. Tall, big arm, surveys the field, and can take off and run when under duress.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. The former 3rd overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring him down. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now Lawrence to throw. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Completes it to Evan Ingram. Touchdown! Evan Ingram, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. 2nd possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Wilson. This is Lazard with a catch out left. And he'll be out of bounds right at about the 10-yard line. call it a gain of 6 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Now it's Wilson. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
At this point, I think it's a surprise when he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount of times he's hit the deck today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the snap. Simply a merciless pass rush every step of the game, and that rush earns a crowning achievement there.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down. Here's Lawrence to throw. He's going to have the hook up to Schwartz. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. It's a throw again is Lawrence. That one complete downfield to Kirk. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Lawrence to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Toward the sideline, intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Jets are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. How you like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you? Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down.
Ball again on 2nd down.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Now Wilson down around his goal line. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They go play action with Wilson.
This pass out wide to Hall.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Well, this defense for the Jaguars, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for them to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for them to escape the pocket and run.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson.
That is caught. He's got the 1st down and more.
And finally brought down at the 43. A big play that time on a catch and run. And the Jets are going to get a new set of downs. After one, it's 9-0. 2nd quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. This one complete to Nicole Hardman. And he's taken down inside the 30. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Here's Wilson. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Nicole Hardman from 17 yards out. And the Jets go 98 yards and finish it off in the end zone. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is down to 2. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. A dangerous return man showing it here. And he's going to be out of bounds across the 50. Great return.
Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game. For here's where the breaks are made. It's the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up to start the series.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. On 1st down, they go back to Mitchell. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. The Jaguars add 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another 1st down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. On 1st down, Lawrence. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Now the extra point. And the lead is up to 5. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach...
And the ball is knocked out. And it's scooped up by the Jets. He's to the 10. And he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game. And they'll accept that penalty. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They're looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily to look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. On third down, Lawrence. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
That's taken on the 25. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
All eyes on Zach Wilson leading his team back out for this next drive.
Last series, the ball never hit the ground. 6 of 6, touchdown pass, so whatever he did then, do it again, right?
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of when I watched the best quarterbacks throw 7-on-7 or even routes versus air. They're accurate. The receivers catch it. The ball never touches the ground. Or if you want to take it to basketball, a well-executed fast break, right? Pass, 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 finish at the rim, basket. Yeah, ball never hits the ground there either.
Now Wilson.
And his throw is incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
The Jets on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. On first down, Wilson.
Across the formation, Hardman gets a completion.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Throwing now, Wilson on first down.
A short throw to Conklin, the tight end.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
2nd down at 6 now from the 42.
Now Wilson. Over the middle to Smith. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 32-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. They'll throw on first down with Wilson.
Oh, the out route, he finds Hardman.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
Here's 2nd and 3.
From the gun, it's Wilson.
Locates Hardman for another catch.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He's got Smith here. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw into the hands here of Hardman.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On third down, Wilson.
He's got his target. That's complete.
Touchdown, Jets. Allen Lazard, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Jets will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 19-point game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Jags going to go on offense now late in this first half. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before it. Lawrence hit and the ball is free. But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And his guys will take over at the 14-yard line in the red zone.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. And it's caught. Touchdown! Alan Lazard with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Jets continue to pull away here in this first half.
Point after, right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Jaguars ready to go on offense for the final time in this first half.
And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Lawrence going to keep it again. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So we've hit halftime here at Met. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Jaguars ready to get going to start quarter number 3. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
This is caught. It's Kirk. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. And he's going to have the hook up to Schwartz.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
First down, Jaguars.
Lawrence.
And the Jets pressure 2 notches. Down he goes.
Jermaine Johnson credited with that sack. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back. You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Here's Lawrence.
Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
Back to the ground with Etienne.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
Now that ground game just continues to struggle to really get any momentum in this ball game, Charles. And I mean, you're at the point here, 3rd quarter, down 4 scores, probably going to have to put it in the air.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there.
His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the 2nd half.
They'll try and run it here. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half.
And they were terrific in the 1st half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Throwing is Wilson.
A short throw to Conklin, the tight end.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Here's the Jets punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. That's pulled in at the 32. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10.
Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
From the shotgun, Lawrence.
And his throw here's incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Lawrence will throw. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. And this is incomplete.
Jets now to take over. They were losers a week ago to the Texans, but they're on top right now as they start this drive out 1st and 10. Play action. It's Wilson. Got a man. That's Lazard. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now it's Wilson. Open man here is Conklin. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that will bring up 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall.
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? Now it's Wilson. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Josh Allen bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up.
On 2nd down, here's the option.
The pitch back. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line.
Now they'll give it to the first option. That's their fullback. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory.
Now 2nd and 5.
And again, they'll go right back to their fullback.
And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Now hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
47 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
And now they'll throw it with Lawrence.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
On 2nd down, here's Mitchell.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Now Lawrence.
Forced out to his left. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Going for it, it's Mitchell.
And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Now Lawrence on 1st down. Over the middle, that's caught by Schwartz. And the Jaguars are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Looking to throw, Lawrence.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Christian Kirk from 4 yards out. And the Jaguars have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over.
Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down.
At the 24-yard line.
Here's Wilson.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
That is caught. He's going to have the first down and more than that.
And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 63 yards.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
13-yard line.
Now Wilson. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here now. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
It's a pickup of 3, and we have now arrived at the 2-minute warning. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
Breece Hall,
28 yards.
and the Jets look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Now they got to get to the line quickly. On 1st and 10, it's Griffin.
He'll air this one out for Kirk.
Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk, halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the Jags are able to cut into that deficit.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
So out now come the Jets. It's still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
2nd and 11 now. In prime time, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.